Welcome back to Awaken Your Soul. Tonight's practice is a soft conversation about reconnecting with the divine feminine, not as a performance, not as an aesthetic, but as a return to yourself. The divine feminine is not about becoming someone else. And it's not about trying to appear softer, more beautiful, more spiritual, or more healed. The divine feminine is a remembrance. It is a slow return to the parts of yourself that survival mode made you disconnect from. Your intuition, your softness, your emotions, your creativity, your sensuality, and your ability to rest without guilt, and your ability to listen to your own body again. For so many of us, the body learned how to survive before it ever learned how to feel safe. We learned to push, to overthink, stay productive, to stay needed, to stay useful, to stay guarded. And over time, many women stop hearing themselves completely. The nervous system becomes so focused on surviving that softness starts to feel unsafe. Rest feels lazy. Stillness feels uncomfortable. Receiving feels harder than overgiving. And this is why reconnecting with the divine feminine is not just spiritual work. It is nervous system work. It is emotional work. It is body work. The feminine is deeply connected to feeling, to intuition, to slowness, to cycles, to listening, not rushing, not forcing, not constantly proving. The feminine moves like the seasons. There are times for blooming. There are times for wintering, times for movement and for rest, times for expression and for retreat. But modern life teaches many women to ignore those cycles completely, to override exhaustion, to disconnect from the body, to silence intuition, to abandon softness in order to survive. And eventually, the body begins asking to be heard again, sometimes through anxiety, sometimes through burnout, sometimes through emotional exhaustion, and sometimes through numbness. The body is not betraying you when this happens. It is asking you to return. Reconnecting with the divine feminine often begins in very small ways, not dramatic ways. It begins when you finally allow yourself to rest. When you stop apologizing for needing space. When you listen to your emotions instead of suppressing them. When you slow down enough to hear your intuition again. It begins when movement stops becoming punishment and starts becoming connection. When breath becomes ritual. When stillness becomes sacred. When softness stops feeling weak. The divine feminine is not passive. It is deeply powerful. That its power does not come from force, it comes from presence. And there is strength in softness, strength in emotional honesty, strength in intuition, strength in allowing yourself to feel. And for many women, that level of softness feels terrifying at first, because survival mode taught the body that vulnerability was dangerous. But healing often begins the moment the nervous system realizes it no longer has to stay armored all the time. You are allowed to soften slowly. You are allowed to reconnect with yourself gently. You are allowed to move at the pace your body needs. And maybe reconnecting with the divine feminine is not about becoming someone new at all. Maybe it is simply about remembering who you were before the world taught you to disconnect from yourself. Before survival became your normal. Before exhaustion became your identity. Before your body forgot how to rest. Tonight, let this be a reminder that softness is sacred. Rest is sacred. Listening to your body, your emotions, your intuition, that is all sacred. And you do not need to earn your way back to yourself. You only need to begin listening again. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale gently. Feel your breath move through you and feel yourself here. And if this message resonated with you tonight, allow yourself to carry this softness with you, not as perfection, not as performance, but as remembrance. Thank you for being here with me. And until next time, move slowly, listen deeply, return to yourself gently, awakening your soul.